The studies have shown that the most charismatic people are not the most humorous, are not the most good at speaking, but the ones who are embodying these two traits. And these two traits are warmth and competence. In today's video, I will show you how you can become the most competent person in every single room that you will ever enter. And by the way, if you don't know me, my name is Martin and I have studied charisma and communication skills for 3 years straight, and I help people just like you to achieve charisma mastery in just 3 months. First, I would just like to start by saying that you can literally make any situation be more respectable. You can literally say anything. You can say the most outrageous, disgusting shit ever, but because of the way how you speak, people will listen to you and respect you because of your opinion. And the way how we do this is by us just slightly lowering our tone of voice. And that is the first thing that I will be talking about today. You can literally be talking about the most outrageous, about the most stupid topic known to humankind, but because you will be just speaking in this certain slow way, you make the entire situation much more respectable. Let's say now I start talking about a topic that you have never heard before. Just because I speak in this very calm tone of voice, with this very low volume, almost in this calming sense of way, you can immediately pick up that I am telling something that I truly believe in. And people who are masters at this are the best communicators in this entire world. You have probably seen presidents, you have probably seen candidates do this every single time when they have an important point to say. And that is the first thing. If you will keep your volume low and you will also keep your facial expressions a little bit more calm, you can literally make every single situation be more respectable just by you having this very calming tone of voice. And hand to hand with this also comes filler words and the structure of your message. Imagine that you are speaking to someone and you do yeah, when I was in my middle school, like I was in this group, and I have said 50 words right now. How many of those 50 words were actually usable in that sentence? Almost maybe 10% when I look at it back. And that's why when I am speaking, I want to reduce the amount of filler words as much as possible. Because if I clutter my message with unimportant words, with unimportant sentences, that's when I will lose my listeners. That's when they will start to mind wander, daydream, because they are not listening to what I'm about to say next. And this is also one of the best things that you can do if you want to become a more respectable person. Just talk in this very calming sense and tone. But also, don't use these ums and ahs. For example, I know this one guy and he wants to just explain a beautiful message. He has an amazing mindset, but he talks like this. And yes, I don't think that we should do it like this because it's just a bad thing. Get rid of that. And actually, I'm gonna give you an exercise how you can remove this every single day. Every single day, just go and record a 1 or 2 minute video of yourself just talking to the camera. That's it. And when you will catch yourself doing these words like I guess, like, these words are reducing your credibility immensely. That's why when you will watch the video back, you will start to pick up on these things and you will start to understand, actually that's not kind of cool how I talk. That's actually pretty boring and I start daydreaming by just talking to myself. That's why just record a 2-minute video of yourself. I know it will be uncomfortable. It was for me, it was for everybody who review their own speaking style. But when they do it and when they record their second, their third, their fifth video, suddenly the amount of filler words just drastically goes down by just 80%. I had this amazing client and he was saying these filler words, he was doing these things with his body, like this beard scratch, just filler movements with his body that were completely not serving him. But then I said, dude, just send me recordings of yourself. And the guy was bam, 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 sending me 3 videos a day. And after just 1 week, his filler words and these stupid movements, these jittery scratches on his head got completely removed. So if you will just do this for 1 week, I can guarantee you your filler words like I guess, like, these things will get removed immediately. And that's how people will start to respect you much more. Now, the next thing that how people can respect you even further is by you being extremely reliable. Imagine that you are talking to someone, and every single time you just say, let's come here, let's come here, let's come here, and let's meet in public. Just be together, have a nice chat, let's go for some food, let's say. But every single time this happens, this person says, no, I can't. Oh, I need to cancel. No, I need to go here. No, I need to do that. You'll be starting to think that this person is not on your side. Why? Because he is not respecting you. And this is very important. If you want to be respected, respect other people first. Respect their time, respect their needs, and respect their boundaries. Once you will have this all checked, you will be surprised how many times people will actually respect you back. Because you respected them first. So if you will get an idea that, oh, I don't want to come to the social event because blah, 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 go. Yes, if your boundary says, no, I don't want to go there because I don't like these people, then go, then don't go. But if you are just putting up excuses to not go, blah, 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 and not being reliable, that is a horrible way. For example, I had this huge problem just maybe 1 month ago. I was constantly just being late. Maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes sometimes. And listen, how can you trust a person like that who is just late, who cannot be there on that specific time? And being reliable also comes in different ways. For example, if someone is having a boundary where you, for example, started calling them some sort of name, and now they don't want you to call that name anymore, that is a boundary that you need to respect. Because that person is putting their honest thoughts into literally telling you how you should behave around them. And that is an extremely respectable trait. And also remember how I talked about boundaries. That is one of the most important things. If you want to become more respectable and someone crosses your boundaries. Let me tell you a story. One day I was in the gym and I was doing tricep pushdowns. And this one guy came up to me and I started chatting with him. We know each other for like 1 week. And he was telling me a story how he got into this fight with this one guy. But he got a little bit too excited. And the guy, instead of just shadow boxing into the air, he, bam, gave me one huge punch into the stomach. I did not expect that. I was completely blown away. How can someone do this? So on the spot, I immediately said to him, listen, bro, you know you don't have to punch me when you'll be telling a story. And I kept this tone of voice, this calm tone of voice. You know you don't have to punch me when you will be telling a story. That type of emotional expressiveness is non-existent. And that's the key here. If you will be saying something assertive, you need to say, dude, you know you didn't have to punch me when telling that story. He, after me saying this to him, he started saying, oh, bro, don't be so sensitive, don't be a pussy. And I said to him, I don't think it is being a pussy when I am explaining to you my boundaries. How much would you respect that person? Imagine you were in a group setting and someone just punched him into the stomach just because it's fun. But the other person would say, dude, I don't think you need to do this. Because I genuinely believe that it's not being sensitive if I explain my boundaries. If you would hear this in a group, you'd be mind blown that someone can stand up to himself like this. So just imagine how would other people look at you if you defend assertively your boundaries like this. You'd be an extremely respectable person. So the next time someone crosses your boundaries, someone will say that joke that a little bit offends you, just tell them, listen, I don't think you have to say that again. Maybe you can find better materials for your joke. That is also one of the best things that I've learned from this one communication expert, that if someone does a joke that you find really offensive, you can just say, please bro, don't say that joke anymore, I find it really offensive. If that person keeps on saying that joke and keeps telling you, oh, you are just being sensitive, you can say, then you can find better material and find funny material for your jokes. That is a crazy comeback, dude. I need to use that one time. For example, I was one day in a coffee shop with one of my friends, and I don't go to school because I like helping people online improve their communication skills. And this guy started to make fun of me that, oh, you don't go to school, look at this stupid guy. And I, in that time, just said to him, I don't think that is really funny, dude. I think you should find better jokes. Dude, imagine, the entire table went silent because of how respectable that message was. So please, the next time that someone will cross your boundary or will just say that joke that you know you don't respect whatsoever, just say, that was not funny. With this no expression, with this assertive tone of voice, and everyone will respect you much more. And also, if you want to become the most charismatic version of yourself and learn how to be the most charismatic person in every single room that you will enter, then you can join my program, Charismatic Club. First link in the description. It is now just $47 per month, and you will get access to me as your charisma and communication skills expert, and you will get access to all of the courses right here. How to master conversations, speaking, listening, body language, confidence, friendships, how to be humorous, everything when it comes to charisma. So if you are interested in that, then click the first link in the description. I'll be seeing you right there. And if you want to make a brilliant first impression in just 11 minutes, then you should click this video right here. Live a happy life.